Brett, you have an amazing social media presence.
I didn't want to do it. I don't really turn down anyone, but you never know.
You never know.
Yeah. I don't think it's possible in this industry, maybe.
So Brett Rosenthal,
How are you?
2 years in the making, man. So, Brett, you have an amazing social media presence on top of your amazing real estate career. How do you balance both?
We were just kind of talking about that. I don't. I need help, but it started out like just something to do on the side to see if it like generated business, and now it's become like where it's like just as much my job as selling houses.
Mm-hmm.
So the balance part's hard, but I just wake up early and do it early, get it out of the way.
What would you say, like, because obviously in our careers we don't have like a set 9 to 5
Yeah.
time. What times do you typically work from start to finish?
I think it's different every day. Like there's days like today where you called me up this morning and said you want to do a podcast this afternoon. I was available. And then there's days where I can't breathe, like tomorrow. But typically I'd say I wake up at 6 to work out, but I'm doing work while I'm working out. And then like it goes till 4, but then I'm still working at night, like either on the phone or doing work while I'm watching the Phillies lose the playoffs. But so it like doesn't totally stop, but there's like hours where it's like full on and then hours where it's more like passive, like work.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Same thing.
And I think you kind of have to do it that way. Otherwise you're not like the people that set certain hours and then just like shut it down completely. I don't think it's possible in this industry, maybe.
No, I don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, only way that would be somewhat possible if you just have everything delegated out in some way, but then it's like you kind of lose, you're not on the front end of it, right?
Yeah.
So let me get my timer out too, because if I don't have my phone, I'm keeping track of time. We'll be like way off the schedule. So I got a whole agenda out for us, man.
All right.
So this is something like newish I've been doing and change the format of the podcast I was telling you a little bit about.
Okay.
We do a lot of games, trivias. We talk about some fun stuff. My goal here is for people to get to know who you are. So people are going to know you, your opinion, and see how much you know about your market, Philadelphia.
Okay.
So this is a Philly special this episode. So we're going to go all into Philly, and we're going to go over some really fun topics.
Sure.
All right. So let's get right into it. So I had a clip recently that did pretty well, and we were talking about the most expensive neighborhoods in Philly.
Okay.
And a lot of people were surprised at the list. Felt like a lot of places were missing, but a lot of people asked, well, what about the affordable places in Philly? Where are the most affordable neighborhoods? So Brett, I'm going to ask you, and we're going to give you a little challenge here. What are the top 10 most affordable neighborhoods in Philadelphia? And this is according to apartmentguide.com, and it's based off of average rent for studio and 1 bedroom.
So it has nothing to do with whether you want to live there or not, just price.
Just affordability. Yep.
Okay.
I will say some of these are a bit surprising. I was very surprised at some of these.
But do you think they take in consideration that you'd want to live there, or you think they're just
I would say so. I mean,
Okay.
I would say just, looking at the list here, I would say some are actually very desirable.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's going to make it tough. But all right. So just roll with them?
Start rolling.
Old Kensington.
Old Kensington is not on the list.
Strawberry Mansion.
Strawberry Mansion is not on the list.
Cobb's Creek.
Cobb's Creek is on the list at number 5.
Okay. King Sessing.
It's not on the list. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it.
Okay. Passyunk Square.
It's not on the list.
Okay. Point Breeze.
Point Breeze is not on the list.
Grace Ferry.
Grace Ferry is not on the list.
Okay. University City. No.
University City is not on the list.
Well,
actually, you know what? Let me go back. You said Grace Ferry. Southwest Philly is at number 9.
Okay.
So Southwest and Cobb's Creek we have. So 5 and 9.
Okay. How about are they all in Center City or no?
No, we have some that are out.
All right. How about Alney?
Alney is not on the list unless you consider that Upper North District.
It could be that. I'm not sure.
All right, let's call it that. All right.
Okay. Hunting Park.
I'll give it to you. North Central.
Yes. Okay.
That's a number 6. So we have 6, 7, 9, and 5.
Okay. Kensington.
Not. I would say it's north probably, right?
Port Richmond.
Richmond was not at 10. It was at 11. So not
Okay.
on the list, but close.
I'm doing horrible with this. I'm just trying to think. What's
Think further out, like 95.
Further north.
Yeah.
Further north.
Yeah, further north.
Like northeast Philly.
Northeast. So near northeast Philly. I've heard of far northeast. I've never heard of near northeast.
Okay.
But apparently there's a line, I guess Pennypack. Apparently the side that's closer to Center City is called near northeast. And the other side is far northeast.
Okay.
Never heard of that before. But then Fox Chase is at 3. So I kind of count that.
And I'm shocked that that's affordable, but okay.
Right. Yeah. So apparently this is according to their data, a studio was $962 a month to rent and a 1-bedroom was $1,112 to rent.
Okay.
I don't know.
I never deal with rentals out there, but
yeah. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. We don't have 8, 10, 1, and 2. Keep thinking northeast. What are some neighborhoods near Fox Chase in that area?
I'm thinking. What's the one I have a listing at? How about Oxford Circle?
That is on the list at number 8.
Okay. More northeast?
One. Yes, there is another northeast. One more northeast.
Frankfurt?
No, further out. Okay. Closer to Lower Moreland.
Brenathan?
Further. Starts with a B. Bustleton. Then the first 2, just give them up. Give them ready. Give it up.
Are they more outside of the city or more?
I think one's in West Philly, and the other one, honestly, I have no idea.
Pennsport?
No.
West Philly.
West, yeah.
King Sesson, Cobbs Creek, Mantua?
No. Think of a tree.
A tree. Walnut.
No.
Something. I don't know.
Cedar Park.
Yeah.
And the first was Harnsraff.
Okay.
Do you know where that is?
I've had listings there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that West Philly?
This list is all over the place.
All over, yeah. Yeah. So those are the top 10 most affordable neighborhoods in Philly.
Okay.
But this one, I think, was really interesting, actually, to think about. And I'm actually shocked that some of these are on this list. So what are the top 10 best neighborhoods for young professionals in Philadelphia? And this is according to niche.com.
To live in?
Yes.
Does that mean that their job is there or not necessarily?
No, it's just that the top 10 best neighborhoods for young professionals in Philadelphia. Just based off of overall, like multiple different
Rittenhouse
factors.
Square.
Rittenhouse is at 3.
Fishtown.
Fishtown is not on the list.
Northern Liberties.
Northern Liberties is not on the list.
Fiddler Square.
Fiddler Square is at number 9.
Okay. Graduate Hospital.
Graduate Hospital is on the list at number 7.
Washington Square West.
It's at number 2.
Passyunk Square.
Not on the list.
Packard Park.
Not on the list.
Jesus, sorry. Old City.
Old City's on the list at number 4.
Society Hill, or is that like considered the same? Or
there's actually one really close to Society Hill that's on the list.
Like more south? Queen Village.
Yes. Queen Village. Yep.
Okay. How many more?
We have a lot of them. I think there's only we're missing 1, 2, 6.
1. We didn't get
10.
1.
We didn't get 1. This one, honestly,
are they all in the city again, or are they?
They're
outside?
all in the city. These are all like near downtown.
All right.
In the general area. It's really, really close to Northern Liberties and really close to Old City.
It's not Old City. It's not Society Hill. It's not Queen Village. Bella Vista.
Bella Vista is on the list at number 5.
Okay. What could one be? Penn Sport.
No, it's like that area between Northern Liberties and Old City.
Spring Garden. No,
Cobble Hill. That's the number one place according to niche.com.
and I don't even
for
know
young
where
professional.
it is. Okay.
And then the only ones that we didn't get were number 2, which is Washington Square West.
Okay, that one makes sense.
And then number 10 was Hawthorne.
Okay.
I don't really know.
Again, I don't think
is.
anyone ever calls to ask. I want to live in
Yeah.
Hawthorne, but all right.
So I would trust a list from you over niche.com.
Yeah, no, but it's interesting to see.
It is.
Some of these other lists.
Because this is like the thing. I feel like people who aren't from Philly are going to Google where are the best neighborhoods for young professionals, and they're going to see this list and be like, oh, I'm going to go to Cobble Hill. And they're going to be, second in Spring Garden in front of the highway.
Exactly.
Well, actually, they just put that. Did you see that new apartment building they put? Actually, I think it is like second in Spring Garden.
Yeah, they're trying there, but
yeah, it's so busy.
Yeah,
you have a lot. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to that apartment yet?
No.
Looks pretty cool. It has a
Wait, second in Spring Garden? That's not the Noble, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I have been in there. Yeah, it's nice.
Is it pretty cool?
Yeah.
Did you check out the pool?
I did check out the pool.
How was it?
It's nice. It's not the best pool I've seen in Philadelphia, but it's a nice pool.
What would you say is the best pool you've seen in Philadelphia?
Probably the Piazza Alta. And then that new building, I can't think of the name. 1001, owned by the same company.
Oh, okay.
So that pool's, it's like multiple pools, but they're thinner. But they're nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
How would you rate the Alta versus 1001?
So I particularly like the neighborhood of the Alta better. I feel like the other one, you're like right on Broad Street and but not close enough to Center City. It's kind of a weird area. It might end up being better, but because of the location, I like the Alta
the Northern Liberties.
Yeah, but the other building is really nice.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
Are they about the same price, you would say?
Right now, similar. Yeah,
it's very similar.
Yeah,
very good. Well, I feel like you got a lot of them. I hate to give you the bad news, but there's going to be some harder ones.
Okay. The first one was really hard because I was just thinking of like cheap areas that I guess most people typically don't ask to live there, but they're affordable.
Yeah. I feel like there were some on that list that definitely are pretty desirable.
Yeah.
Which was surprising, but good. So anyway, want to move on to the next segment, and we're gonna stick with the list here. But this one, I know, Brad, do you like to eat food?
Yeah.
Are you a big food guy?
Yeah, I'm a big food guy.
Do you go out a lot, restaurants?
Yeah, I do.
All right, good. So I think you'll do well on this first one. So, what are the top 5 most expensive restaurants in Philadelphia? And this is according to Yelp.com.
Okay, the most expensive restaurants. The Four Seasons.
Sky High. That's a number 2.
Okay, so there's something more expensive than that. I'm trying to think what else. Give me a neighborhood and I'll.
Most of these are around Rittenhouse, I would say. Most of them, yeah.
The steakhouse. What's it called? Prime.
Barclay Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at 3.
Okay. What
else? $140 cheesesteak there. Have you ever seen that?
That comes with like. Yeah,
it's absurd.
Yeah, I never got that, but I've been there a couple times. It's a good restaurant. More around Rittenhouse.
Yeah, I think most of these are all around Rittenhouse area.
I don't know. There's a place at the Rittenhouse Hotel. Why am I drawing a blank? I went there once on a date and got a steak, and it was really good. And I forget the name of the restaurant, but nobody goes there. It was like dead, but it was a really good steak, and it was the most expensive. It was a really expensive place. What's the name of the place? I'll have to think it, but it's probably not on your list because I don't think enough people know.
Well, I'll give you some hints. So one is an Italian name. The other one is, think of meats. You go to this place to buy meats.
Is it a restaurant?
It's a restaurant, but it's like, hey, I'm gonna go to this place.
Is it that Steak 38?
No. The other one's a French name. And it has Rittenhouse in the name.
It has Rittenhouse in the name?
In the name.
Well, I'm really bad at this. Rittenhouse in the name.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
You don't know?
I don't know any restaurants with Rittenhouse in.
It's all right. It's all right. These are I've only heard of I've heard of Sky High, Barclay Prime. Number 4 was Butcher and Singer.
Ah, I've been there. I like it there.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that's okay.
Yep. Number 1 is Vetri Cucina.
Okay.
Vetri
Never been
Cucina.
there. Yeah.
And number 5 was La Croix at the Rittenhouse.
Oh, I've been there. They have
Yeah.
like the most expensive brunch, but it's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
So out of hearing those restaurants and knowing that they're most expensive, would you say they're worth the price?
Yeah, I think they are. I mean, so the Four Seasons, to be honest with you, I don't think the food is like that spectacular, but the view, it's something you go to like one time where
You're paying for the atmosphere.
you're paying for the atmosphere.
Yeah.
The
I
rest of them
agree.
are all good restaurants, so I think so. Yeah.
Well, you guys got to try them out. So we're sticking with food for this next one,
Okay.
and it has to do with cheesesteaks. So might drive some controversy up here, but this is not according to Brett, not according to Alex. It's according to theinfatuation.com. So, what are the top 5 best cheesesteak spots in Philadelphia?
So as someone who hasn't eaten a cheesesteak in like years other than like trying it, I'm
Really?
probably the bad. But when I did eat cheesesteaks, I know like the popular ones were not the better ones. I used to like Del Sandro's and Roxborough.
Yeah.
Is this a list of what people like?
It is a list. So it's
Was that on it?
surprisingly no,
Yeah.
because that was one of my favorites as well.
Okay, so Angelo's is probably on it.
Yeah, it's number 1.
You're probably asking the wrong person, but
So you're just not a fan of the taste. You're just not.
I just don't feel good after I eat them, so I
They're
try
too
not to eat
heavy.
'em. Yeah,
Yeah, too heavy.
yeah. Like I'll get a chicken cheesesteak, and I'm gonna get made fun of probably for
It's all right.
doing this, but
I
yeah,
prefer the buffalo chicken cheesesteak.
yeah.
I think they're delicious.
I don't know. Give me another hint. I could probably.
This one is a South Philly staple. It's been there for
Is it John's?
John's.
Okay.
John's roast pork.
I've had the roast pork there.
It's good. Yeah. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good. This next one is in Northeast Philly. They have a couple locations, and they're kind of a slept-on place.
They're what place?
They're pretty slept on. A lot of people sleep on this one.
I think I know what it is. It's someone's name.
Yeah, it's a name.
I forget the name of the guy.
Very
there's one right on
Italian. Very
really?
Italian. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know it then. I don't know.
Cafe Carmela.
I don't know that one.
No?
I don't even think I've ever heard of that one.
Apparently, they have a really big social media following for their cheesesteak. It's
I'm gonna
apparently really good.
check it out. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This next one I've actually never heard of. It's in Manayunk. I don't know if you know any spots there.
For cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Definitely don't.
It's called Bar John.
Yeah, don't they have Do they have pizzas? I think I know the place.
You know the place?
I've never gotten a cheesesteak there.
Apparently, they're number 4.
Okay.
And number 5, I've never heard of this one. It's in Dickinson Narrows. It's called Jack's Steaks. JAXX Steaks.
I don't know, but I've heard people saying it's a good place. Yeah.
So that's the top 5. Go try them out. This one, I know you have a dog because I ran into you a few times walking your dog.
I have a dog.
So I think you're gonna get this one or have a good idea on this one.
Okay.
I actually like this one a lot. So there are a lot of dog lovers in Philadelphia. How would you say Philadelphia, as if you have a dog, would you say it's a good city if you're a dog owner?
I do think it's a good city for a dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than people just leave trash all over the street. So like dogs just pick up slices of pizza and like what the things my dog picks up.
Yeah.
But as far as like the amount of people that have dogs, places you can go with dogs, I think it's a good city for it.
Yeah, I feel like everywhere, like especially like in Northern Liberty's Fishtown area, you can bring your dog in a lot of different places and
In the
it's not an issue.
restaurant, yeah, and a lot of like the places to live allow dogs. It's pretty pet friendly, I think.
Yeah. Well, this one is if you have a dog and you're in Philadelphia, you might be thinking, is my dog the same as everyone else's? So, what are the top 5 most popular dogs in Philadelphia? And this is according to NBC 10 News, and it's from U.S. News and World.
Types of dogs?
Yep. Top 5 most popular dog breeds.
Okay. Golden Doodle.
Golden Doodle, no, it's not on the list.
Golden Retriever.
It's number 1.
Okay, that was probably my guess. Jeez, this is hard. Pitbull.
Pitbull is number 5, American Pitbull Terrier.
Okay. What else do I see a lot of? Poodle.
Poodle's not on the list.
Okay. I feel like more people have small dogs, so it's got to be some
Yes.
kind of small breed. Um, Jeez, there's
A
all
lot of
these
people hate
there's
this
all
breed.
these mixed breeds of little
Yeah.
dogs, so that's the hard part. A lot of people hate them.
Yeah.
Hogs.
No.
Um,
They're known for being really mean.
Chow.
Close.
Um, Close. They're a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chihuahua's at number 3. So we have 2 and 4 left.
Okay.
This one has
Are they both small dogs?
the one is, I have to look up the other one because I don't even know. I'm not a huge dog. My dog knowledge is limited.
Okay. These are pure breeds or they're mixed?
Okay, they're both 2 little dogs. Oh yeah, this one's very popular. I'm looking up the picture.
It is?
Yes, both 2 little dogs.
Oh, the Dachshund.
No, that's a good guess though.
What else do I see? Little. What color is it?
They're both really a lot of fur. I feel like they have
A lot of fur.
like weird like little haircuts.
Okay, I'm like visioning it, but I can't picture the name of the dog.
The one has like a name that sounds like the guy who wrote The Art of War, and the other one has like a British name.
A British name. Oh wow, I don't know.
All
I'm
right,
not good at this.
So number 2 is a Yorkshire Terrier.
I would have never guessed that, but okay.
And number 4 is a Shih Tzu.
Ah, that I should have got. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now when
I'm
you're
gonna
walking,
be looking, right?
You're gonna be looking now to see if that was true.
I would have guessed golden. I see golden retrievers everywhere.
Yeah.
So that would have been my first guess, even though I say golden doodle. But
they're probably one of them,
yeah.
if not the most popular breed, just across the country. Golden
Yeah.
Retriever. Very popular. So this game is fun. So you're gonna have 30 seconds to name as many. All right. So 30 seconds and you just get them all out. All right. So this one, and they're all about Philadelphia.
Okay.
So this whole pod's about Philly. So you're gonna have 30 seconds to name as many celebrities from Philadelphia as possible.
And like athletes included, or is it?
No, just like Hollywood type. Like it could be retired athletes.
Okay.
Um,
Like that were born here or just lived here?
No, they're from Philly. Like they claim Philadelphia, that's where they're from. And I'll make it easier. They can be from like the surrounding suburbs as well.
Okay. Jeez, this is hard.
All right, I'm gonna give you 3, 2, 1.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Grover Washington. Is he from here? You don't know.
We'll have better to fact check.
Think
The Rock.
The what?
Think The Rock. Who always hangs out with The Rock?
Hangs out with him?
Yeah.
The little guy.
Yeah.
I can't think of these names so quick. He's so easy. Kevin
Hart.
Kevin Hart. Okay, who else? I know there's so many more. There's a lot of singers.
30 seconds.
Boys the Men.
Yeah, we'll just start naming some others. So yeah, Boys the Men, big one. Who else is from
The
Philadelphia?
Roots.
The Roots, yeah.
There's so many more, and I'm just drawing blanks on.
Would you consider Mike Trout the baseball player, even though he was Jersey
He's
side?
just outside, but yeah, but he's still playing.
Kobe?
Yeah, he's definitely
Kobe.
one. There's a lot of athletes.
Tina Fey.
I didn't even know she was from here.
Yeah, I think she's from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a sportscaster that went to my high school.
Where'd you go to high school?
Upper Dublin, outside
Okay.
of Philly.
Yeah.
Susie Colbert, that was her name.
Okay.
She's from from there.
What about Bob Saget? He's from Addington.
I think he's from there.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot more.
There's definitely a lot more. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look it up later in case this happens again.
Yeah. You never know now when you're gonna be quizzed, and
Yeah.
you'll be prepared next time. This one is about Philly sports players.
Okay.
So these are actively playing sports players. So these are people that could be on the Sixers, the Flyers, the Phillies, Eagles, the Union. So you're going to have 30 seconds to name as many Philly sports players as possible.
Okay.
All right. You count down in 3, 2, 1.
Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, Bryce Harper, Rillamuto, um, Kyle Schwarber, Bryson Stott, Alec Boehm, Sam Urson from the Flyers, this is Scott Lawton.
That was 30 seconds.
Wow, that was quick. Okay.
That was actually good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I could have kept going on that one, but
Hurts. Did you remember?
He was next.
Hurts was next.
I should have stayed with one team and just named them all, but
that was good. It gave a little bit of variety. We'll have everyone's picture pop up too.
Yeah.
Very good. What's your favorite Philly sports team?
The sport or the team?
Just like, I guess in general, like both. Yeah.
So I played hockey, so I like hockey, which is probably rare for Philly, but and I like the team right now because I think they're going to be good this year, whereas all our other teams basically should be better than they have been. So I'm going with the Flyers for now.
Flyers.
But yeah.
Wow. I like that one. I grew up going to Flyers games, so
I started going. I definitely like didn't go for a few years, and I went last year, and the games are actually fun to go.
Yeah. I went to one last year as well, and it was a great time.
Yeah.
Hoping they're going to be good this year. Hoping you're right.
I think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you so you grew up playing hockey in your hometown, or?
Yeah, well, I was on I played for my high school, but then I was on like a travel team that went all over the place.
So you said you're from Upper Dublin.
Yeah.
I used to play hockey at Wintersport. If you know where that.
They knocked it down,
It's gone, right?
Yeah, but I used to play there all the time, yeah.
Yeah, that was the spot.
Yeah. Used to go there for like Friday night public skating.
Yeah.
It was
I actually grew up not far. I grew up in Lower Moreland.
Yeah, not far.
No. Very good. We're staying on the topic of Philly. Actually, you had one of these on your podcast.
One of these.
Okay. So you're gonna have 30 seconds to name as many Philly influencers as possible.
Are you serious?
Yep. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Bran Flakes. I'm assuming he's the one on my podcast. Yeah. Oh God, they're all like women and like.
That's okay. That's all right.
I can't think. Not that there's anything wrong with women, but I can't like think of. What's the guy that said like curses all the time and he's into sports? I'm so bad at this. I don't know. This is like
it's hard for me. Yeah, it's hard.
I have to like look at names and like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of food critics.
Yeah, that's true.
This one's hard for me.
This one was a hard one. I added this in because I knew it was going to go.
Yeah.
And it's going to get a little easier as we go along with this podcast. But who are some of the ones you had? I feel you had a couple more on your show as well.
Well, there's like people like that
Didn't you have like the Philly sports guy?
Well, yeah, I don't even consider him one, but he is one probably.
Because he's pre-internet. But like he's very on the internet now.
Yeah, he's daily. Yeah, 20 times a day. Yeah,
but he's been I think, a staple for a long time.
Yeah,
yeah. There's a lot
adapted.
Out there. Yeah, you've him. Who else did you have? You had a few other people too. I feel like
I had the guy that put the dating billboard up, like on the middle of the road. But he's not an influencer. He's just the guy that put the billboard up on the road.
Did you have the chicken guy?
Who's the chicken guy?
Remember the guy who ate a rotisserie chicken every day or something? Like,
nah.
It was some like weird challenge.
No. Oh, maybe.
Do you remember that?
I did have like this guy that went to Temple, and now he does a lot of like stuff at the sporting events and all over Pennsylvania. He might have done something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always looking for more. But yeah, they're entertaining.
Yes, no, definitely. Well, this next one, I think it's going to be a little easier. I think you're going to get most of them. So we're talking about colleges. You have 30 seconds to name as many Philly colleges as possible.
This is like actually in the city?
In the city of Philadelphia. Philly County, Philly City.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
LaSalle, St. Joe's, Temple, Penn, Drexel, Philadelphia University or whatever it's called now. Yeah. Bryn Athyn, I think is in
suburbs. Technically,
is that suburbs?
That's my hometown.
Philadelphia Community College.
Okay.
What else is in Philly? LaSalle, the one, the one
U
that just
Arts.
shut down. The arts just shut
Yeah, U
down.
Arts. Yeah.
There's a little one that I did a little seminar at an acting school. What's it called? I forget.
That's you got
Villanova doesn't count. I don't
no.
know. Yeah.
You said you did a class in an acting school?
No, I did like a seminar for like students who were looking for like rental and or to buy properties after college.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking what it's called. It's right on Walnut Street. It's like there's a theater there that people go to watch shows, but it's also a college. It's gonna drive me
Girard
nuts.
College? I
Nah.
have no idea. On Walnut?
Let me see what it's called. Well,
what else are the other ones? I feel like you nailed pretty much all of them.
I think
Is St. Joe's in Philly?
Yes, that's that's
Is it in Philly?
That's in Philly. It's right.
It's on like Ardmore.
It's kind of like on both sides though, so like it's almost
both.
Yeah, but it's considered a Philly school.
What else is there? You think you got all of them pretty much.
There's definitely like there's that school that's the cooking school, the Walnut School of like cooking, but I don't know if that's considered a college.
That might be more like a technical school.
There's probably a couple of others that I'm missing.
Yeah, we're definitely. But Pierce College?
Is that in Philly?
Yeah, it's in Philly. That's a really small one.
Okay.
Pierce College. I think it focuses on like people who like are adult college learners, like further later in life.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we got through a good one.
Yeah.
Did you go to college?
I did.
Where'd you go?
Went to Ohio State University.
Ohio State. Ooh.
Yeah.
You get into any bouts with any Penn Staters?
Over the years, yeah, not recently. I actually love Penn State. I would like.
Oh, really?
It would be a school I would go to if I like start. But I loved Ohio State. But yeah, so I don't have a problem. It's more like fights with Michigan people. That,
oh, really?
I'd say, yeah.
I feel like that's how it is. Like, people from Pittsburgh hate like Eagles fans, Steelers fans, and like I feel like people from like don't even think about
care that much.
Yeah. And then we're those people for like New York. Like New York's like, oh, Philly, yeah, they're just like the little brother, and people from like, oh, I hate New York.
Yeah.
So it's like the big brother, little brother mentality. All right, so this one you mentioned a date earlier. This has to do with dates.
Okay.
So this is called the blind rank game. So this is where I'm gonna give you a list of different things.
Okay.
And you're gonna blindly rank them without knowing which one comes next.
Okay.
So, and you can't change the rank once it's said.
Okay.
So, for example, I said your favorite food, and I'm like, all right, cheesesteak. You're like, oh, I hate cheesesteaks, so I'm gonna put that at 5. But let's just say something comes up that you don't like more than cheesesteaks.
You can't change.
You can't change it.
And it's 1 through 5.
1 through 5.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna blindly rank these 5 Philadelphia first date ideas without knowing which one comes next. 5 being the worst, 1 being the best.
Okay.
All right. So number 1 is going to be a walk in Rittenhouse Square Park. Just a walk.
3.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. And I would say like if you're going picking off affordability, like all the costs, everything, that's like a free option where you can get to know someone and
like
it's a good atmosphere.
As long as it's not freezing, it's a good one.
Good point. So maybe that's like perfect like winter or like summer, fall.
Yeah.
And like even if you go in July, you're gonna be sweating.
August.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially this summer. This summer was bad.
Yeah, it was. All right, so we put that at 3.
So this has nothing to do with the person that you're on the date with either. This is
it's just a first date. This is a first date.
Okay.
Someone you matched with on a dating app or you met at a grocery store, wherever. All right. So second option is a night out at McGillen's.
It's probably 4.
4. Yeah. But did you know that McGillen's is the bar known for marriages? Meeting your love at McGillen's. You ever heard that?
I did not, but I think somebody I once met her ex-husband at McGillen's and then got divorced. So it could go both ways.
Wow. Yeah. We haven't heard that one yet. We heard all the success with McGillen's.
Well, it worked, but then it didn't work.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So now we have some controversy with that. So you put that at 4?
Yeah.
All right. So we have 3 and 4. Steak dinner at Del Frisco's.
2.
2. All right. It's a good one. It's a great restaurant. Next one is coffee at La Colombe in Fishtown. It's a very coffee date.
5.
5.
I'm not a big coffee date person, so
Really?
yeah.
Do you like coffee?
I do like coffee. I just don't. To me, a coffee date is like, I don't really want to go out with you,
Mm,
but or maybe I just think that.
yeah.
So it wouldn't be my first choice. That's more like a work thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So coffee date's more a professional setting, but like if you're going on a coffee date with someone with a romantic interest, then
I would never ask someone to like, do you want to do something on Friday? Let's go to La Colombe at 2 in the afternoon. So yeah, to me, it's just.
that might be a good time to do it though too. In the
I mean,
afternoon.
I don't. Yeah.
All right. And then
What was 4? What did I?
you
Put it
put no, you put
Did
you
I
put a
not do
night
that?
out at McGillen's at number 4.
Okay. I do that before the coffee date.
Yeah. So this one is gonna have to be your number 1.
Okay.
All right. So your number 1 is gonna be Sunset Drinks at Assembly Rooftop Lounge.
I kind of like that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
You been to Assembly?
I have.
It's a great view.
Yeah, it's a very good view. But yeah, I guess it depends on how many, like who's there, but
Yeah.
it could be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how would you say that list, how'd it turn out?
I think I did pretty well.
I think you did too. I think you did really
It's my
good.
best one yet.
This one we're going back to the neighborhoods.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna rank some Philly neighborhoods here. You're gonna blindly rank these 5 Philly neighborhoods without knowing which one comes next. This is based on nightlife, restaurants, and affordability. 5 being the worst, 1 being the best.
Okay.
All right. And first up is Fishtown.
3.
3. Yeah. A Queen Village.
4.
4.
There's not too much there. At least
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're based off nightlife,
Yeah.
dining, and I think
I
it's
mean,
a good place.
there's some good restaurants, but
Yeah,
not a lot of them.
yeah. But East Passyunk.
There's a lot there. We'll put that one at 2.
2. All
Yeah.
right. Rittenhouse Square.
It's definitely not affordable, but it's got a lot there. But I can't put it at 5. I'm gonna put it at 1.
1. Rittenhouse
Yeah.
Square 1. All right. So last up is University City.
Yeah, I'd put that at 5.
That's good. How do you think you did?
Not perfect because I don't think Rittenhouse is affordable, but
All right,
I
you could
like
do-
I
you could
like
do it
going
over
there though. So
Yeah.
yeah, I got half of it, I guess.
If you could do it over again, what would you do? So you had Fishtown, Queen Village, East Passyunk, Rittenhouse Square, and University
I'd probably
City.
put Rittenhouse at 3
Rittenhouse at 3.
and then move up Queen Village and Fishtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's good. That's good. And then out of all those, which one do you say is your favorite? Where would you pick to live out of all of them?
How to live?
Yeah. Personally.
So I mean, I love going to Rittenhouse Square, but I don't think I'd want to live there. It's just too much.
Too much.
The traffic is just
Mm.
endless. So I'd probably pick either Queen Village or Fishtown.
Mhm.
I think I'd go Queen Village.
Queen Village.
Yeah.
Really?
For long-term living, if I was gonna like,
Long, yeah.
yeah.
I'm biased, man. I love Fishtown.
I mean, I like Fishtown too.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more to do in Fishtown than Queen Village, but if it's like long-term residing, I think Queen Village.
Queen
is a good area.
Village?
Yeah.
All right, I think it's solid. Queen Village is a great area. So we talked a little bit about food earlier, and we're gonna bring it up another time here. And one of these options I don't think you're gonna like based off of what you've previously said.
Cheesesteak.
Yeah. maybe. You're gonna blindly rank these 5 Philly foods without knowing which one comes next. 5 being the worst, 1 being the best.
Of what I like versus what. Okay.
Yep. So first up is Scrapple.
Put 5.
Really?
Do not like it.
People either love Scrapple or they absolutely despise it.
Yeah, I'm not a Scrapple person.
Wow. Is it just knowing what's in it, or is it the taste?
Part knowing what's in it, part I just don't think it tastes that good, at
Yeah.
least to me. Yeah. You like it?
I do like Scrapple.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like it a lot, actually. But I grew up eating it, so maybe that's
Yeah.
why. Next up is cheesesteaks.
4.
4. Wow. All right. Not a strong start for you. Soft pretzel.
So again, it's not something I eat a lot, but I think the Philly soft pretzel is like completely underrated. It's the best soft pretzel. I lived in New York and people love those soft pretzels, and I don't think they're anywhere near as good, but it's also not the type of food I would want So I'll put it at 3.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
All right. So we already have our 5, 4, and 3. Next up is water ice.
Same thing. It's also very good, but it wouldn't be the first thing I want, but I'm comfortable with it at 2.
Comfortable with it at 2?
So 1 better be pretty good.
Well, and I hope you like it.
Yeah.
You like hoagies? I guess that could.
I mean, no, I do. It wouldn't be well, out of that list, yeah, it's not. I if I knew it was 1, I probably wouldn't put it there, but I do like them, so I'll put it.
Okay, fair. So I think you did pretty good on that. Probably wouldn't be your perfect list, but maybe switch out 1 or 2.
I mean, if I had a choice between eating a cheesesteak and a hoagie, I would take the cheesesteak.
Take the cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it about hoagies? Just you don't like the cold cuts?
I think I like the warm. Yeah. No, I don't not like them. I do like them, but I'd prefer a hot cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. Good point. Are you a beach guy at all?
I am.
So you don't think just sitting down, unwrapping like a Wawa hoagie and sitting on the beach is like not the perfect thing to do?
So I guess I'm not going to be representing Wawa anytime soon, but I don't think the Wawa hoagies, they were so much better years ago.
I agree.
And something happened.
I do agree.
But I do like hoagies on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some good beach hoagie places.
Where's your favorite beach town?
Favorite? I like Cape May, but like I don't go there that much. I usually go to Margate, and they have some really good places there to get hoagies on the.
Yeah.
So you're right. I think on the beach I could do a hoagie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't get a cheesesteak on the beach.
So it's all about atmosphere for you. Like if you're light at work, you got to eat something light. You're not going to be bogged down.
Right. If I eat a cheesesteak in the middle of the day, I'm not going to work much.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're going to go back into the neighborhoods. You're the Philly real estate expert. So, but are you a history expert?
No, I'm not.
Are you a history guy at all?
I mean, not. Do I like it? I'm not that into it, but
yeah,
doesn't mean I won't know everything. I might know something.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go off.
Put it this way: I've never been to the Liberty Bell.
What?
I've driven by it, but never.
Have you been like Independence Hall in that area?
I did. You're like in 5th grade. Or something. No, I drive by it all the time. Yeah, but actually in it, yeah.
Yeah, same. I haven't been there since a school trip.
Yep.
But it's all good because we're gonna both I learned doing these, so you're gonna learn some cool history facts, and maybe you'll have a history buff you're showing houses to. Like, did you? I
have. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is gonna be pretty cool. So you're gonna name the Philadelphia neighborhood based off of hints given.
Based on what?
Just based off of hints given. So I'm gonna give you some hints, and then you're gonna guess the neighborhood based off of the hints.
Got it.
All right. So this first one. William Penn founded this neighborhood as its own township in 1682. It's one of Philadelphia's fastest growing neighborhoods. In the 1990s, many artists began to move here and set up shops. Benjamin Franklin owned a farm here in the 1700s.
And these are we all within over Philly? Like could be Northeast?
I'm going to say greater Center City.
Greater Center City. William Penn. Pennsport?
No.
Fittler Square?
No. Let's just say you know this area very well.
Northern Liberties.
Okay. Yeah. Northern Liberties was one of the Philadelphia's first suburbs, and it was like a farmland back in the day, which is so weird to think.
It doesn't seem possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think the industrial, all the warehouses and stuff they built, and then the city just kept expanding. So pretty cool. This next one. All right. It was a part of Old Southwark, which was Philadelphia's first suburb. It was first incorporated into the city in the 1850s. The oldest church in Pennsylvania is located here, Old Swedes Church. Before European settlers arrived, the Lenni Lenape natives lived in the area, which was then called Wakako, meaning pleasant place. I don't know if I pronounced that right at all. In the neighborhood, this one might give it away. The neighborhood is named after Queen Christina, who ruled Sweden from 1632 to 1654.
Queen Village?
Queen Village.
I had no clue until you said that.
So now someone says, why is it called Queen Village? It's named after Queen Christina, the Queen of Sweden from 1632.
Who's not from Philly. Okay.
No, yeah. I did not know actually how much Swedish influence Queen Village had. No. It's kind of cool.
Never knew that at all. Yeah.
And then apparently, so this is kind of off topic Philly, but New Jersey, I didn't know this until somewhat recently. Like the Swedish were one of the first to go to New Jersey.
Okay.
Which I did not know. And apparently New Jersey was called New Sweden before New Jersey.
When's this? Like 1700s?
Maybe like 1600s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Yeah, pretty cool. This next neighborhood, I think you're going to get this one with ease, but we'll see. It was the first it was the first neighborhood in Philadelphia settled by Italian American immigrants.
Okay.
The name translates to beautiful sight. Has the oldest operational open air market of its kind in the United States.
I know this one.
And the median home value is $541,000.
The Italian market area.
Mm-hmm. That's not it. No,
it's not that.
No,
open market.
It's the oldest operational open air market of its kind.
And it's still exists.
Yeah, still operational.
The Reading Terminal market.
No.
In Philly.
The name translates to beautiful sight.
Beautiful sight.
You don't speak Italian, right?
No. But I'm assuming it's South Philly somewhere, right?
Yeah, a very Italian name.
Italian name. Bella Vista.
Bella Vista.
Yeah. Well, isn't the Italian market in Bella Vista, or is it like close? It's not.
Is that its own neighborhood? I don't know.
No, it might not be. It might not be.
I know it's probably maybe part of it. I actually have no idea.
Okay.
But some cool stuff. Any facts that surprised you here?
The Sweden,
yeah.
Yeah, I never knew that Philadelphia had anything to do with that, but
yeah. Kind of cool. And it's also weird to think that like Northern Liberties and like Queen Village were suburbs back then.
And like, yeah,
that's super weird.
Doesn't seem possible.
No. All right, we're gonna talk a little bit more about neighborhoods. So this one's gonna be kind of hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So you can give me zip code, or you can give me the neighborhood name. You can go off of both. Some of them have two different neighborhoods in the zip code. So if you get the one, you'll get the other one. So can you name the top 10 richest neighborhoods in Philadelphia? And this is based off of median income data.
Okay. Rittenhouse Square.
Rittenhouse Square is not on the list.
Really?
No.
This is what people make in each?
Yeah.
Fittler Square.
Fittler Square is, just double checking. Center City West. That might be Rittenhouse in
maybe.
Well, West. Yeah, that'd be west of, yeah. Let's just say that's Rittenhouse,
right.
Center City.
Graduate Hospital.
Graduate Hospital is not on the list.
Fishtown.
Fishtown is number 7. So
Oh,
Center City West was 3.
Okay.
And Fishtown is number 7.
Okay. Queen Village.
Queen Village is number 4.
Washington Square West.
Washington Square West is not on the list, but maybe considered Center City West.
Okay.
Not sure.
Packard Park.
Packard Park is not on the list.
Northern Liberties.
Not on the list.
Jeez. And are they in Center City or they're outside? Oh, Chestnut Hill.
Chestnut Hill is number 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manayunk?
Manayunk is on the list. That's at number 2.
Okay. Mount Airy?
Mount Airy is number 10.
Okay. There's definitely some Northeast.
Yes. Well, I'll give it. Number 8 is Northeast Philly, and
Okay.
specifically the zip code 19154, which is like Parkwood, that area over there.
How many more I got?
You're missing 9.
Old City?
Old City is number 1.
Okay.
Old City and Society Hill, 19106.
That makes sense.
Then you're just missing 5 and 9.
And they're Center City, or like
one's very close to Center City, and the other one is very close to another one you named.
Okay. The one what else is expensive? How about, I don't know, University City?
On the other side of the Schuylkill.
Fairmount?
Yes, that is number 5. Fairmount Art Museum area.
Okay, and the other one's close to what, Northeast?
Not Northeast, Northwest.
So like near Chestnut Hill and all those, or
kinda, yeah.
Um,
Further west, I feel like.
but in Philly. I don't know.
Roxborough.
Ah, that's so
Yeah.
close. Yeah, I should have got that.
So I'll go down the income, and then you can see how close everyone is. So
This is average income of everyone?
yeah, this is based off the median income.
Okay.
So Old City Society Hill was 128,000. Manayunk was 109,000. Center City West was 108,000. Queen Village Bella Vista was 105,000. Fairmount Art Museum area was 102,000. Chestnut Hill was 100,000. Fishtown was, I don't know how they put this at 7, but it was 101,000. So they technically put that, I would say, pretty much tied with Chestnut Hill. Northeast Philly, specifically Byberry and Parkwood, was 89,000. Roxborough was 88,000, and Mount Airy was 80,000.
Okay.
So pretty good.
So everywhere else in Philly, people make on average less than 80.
Yeah, I would suppose so. Yeah. Yep. Next on we have, are you a drinker at all?
I'm a drinker at times, but I'm not like this alcohol like expert, but I'll go out and drink.
Are you more of a dive bar guy or like a upscale?
It could be either.
Either or.
I'm fine with either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one is kind of fun. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's from Yelp. So Yelp.com, how have they come up with these lists? But this is bars, specifically dive bars. So can you name the top 10 dive bars in Philadelphia? I feel like people are going to be very passionate about this one. But we're going to have some neighborhood spots. Most of these are in the Center City area, a couple in South Philly.
Oh, God.
This one's honestly really hard. And
Dirty Frank's.
Dirty Frank's is number 2 on the list.
Okay. I guess it's tough to tell what do they consider a dive bar. There's another one in South Philly that is McGillen's a dive bar?
No, that McGillen's isn't on here.
Yeah. What's that one with 2 people's names?
Yeah, that's on
Bud
there.
and
Bob and Barbara's.
Bob and Barbara's.
Bob and Barbara's. That's number 3.
Okay. I'm thinking what else. I probably don't know the dive bars as much as I do the other bars.
I wouldn't have got any of these, honestly.
Yeah. Like, are they all like little, like, it's not like garage, right?
No.
It's like stuff like really dive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I probably know some of them if you said them, but I can't think of them.
Let's go through them and see how many you know.
All right.
When we have Oscar's Tavern.
Don't know that
one. It's in, I don't know, is this a neighborhood? Penn Center? Is that a neighborhood? Yelp considers that a neighborhood. I've never heard of it.
Is that Logan Square, they call that? I don't know.
No idea. Dirty Frank's was 2. Bob and Barbara's was number 3. Dirty Frank's in Washington Square West. Bob and Barbara's in Rittenhouse. Number 4 was the Dive Bar in Bella Vista.
Never mind.
Number 5 was McGlinchey's Bar and Grill.
Okay.
And that's in Avenue of the Arts South. Number 6 was Lucy's, which is in Penn Center. Number 7 was McCusker's Tavern in South Philly. Number 8 is Patty's Old City Pub in Old City.
Okay. I know where that is. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the smoker bar?
It might be.
Might be.
I know where that is though.
Number 9 is Nick's Old Original Roast Beef in South Philly.
Okay.
And number 10 is Locust Bar, Washington Square West.
Okay.
All right. I think getting a couple off that list was honestly very hard.
Yeah.
So. But we want to know from you now, Brett. We want to know some of your opinions. And these lists were good and all, but the fact that, a top realtor in Philadelphia hasn't even heard some of these neighborhoods, that tells us that these lists were probably created by people who aren't from Philadelphia. So let's get into some of these topics here and give some of your opinions on. So, Brett, can you give me your top 5 neighborhoods in Philly if you're looking to move here? And say base these off affordability, nightlife, restaurants, all the good things.
So if someone calls me from outside the area and says, I want to live in Philly, this is kind of what I like.
You get a call from Joe Schmo from Brooklyn.
Okay.
I'm looking to move to Philly. Where would you recommend?
5 different places?
5
Is this in any order? Or just you want in order?
1 through 5.
Okay, so I
we
guess...
can go. We don't have to any particular order.
Yeah, so I guess it depends on the person, but Old City, Northern Liberties, Fishtown, Rittenhouse Square, Fairmount, I'd say.
Fairmount.
Yeah.
You have a bias
Why?
on North Philly, don't you?
Well, so if it's living, I just don't like living right in center city where
Mm.
there's just it's just too trafficy for me.
Well, South
And you're
Philly.
so close to like go there whenever you want
Yeah.
to go.
That's true.
South Philly, I know Passyunk Square, and I think that'd be the only part that I'd really want to live
Mhm.
in South Philly.
Passyunk
It's
Square.
too far away. Everything else seems too
Yeah.
far, and it probably isn't any further than North Philly, but it just seems that way.
So I think this is my weird take on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like the people who grew up on like the northeast suburbs prefer like Fishtown, Northern Liberties, and that area, and like Fairmount, and the people who grew up in Delaware County and Chester County prefer like South Philly and those neighborhoods. I don't know why.
You might be right.
Maybe I'm on to something. I don't know. But...
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's a solid list. I honestly agree with all of them anyway, regardless of my own biases. So we know living in Philly is great, but living in Philly, you have access to many great places that are close by. And a lot of these are close by via car, train, bus, travel, maybe. So can you give me your top 5 day trip destinations if you live in Philly?
Outside of Philly, or you're
All
saying-
outside of Philly. Just a day trip. You don't want to go too far. Just enough where you can go during the day, have a great day, and come back and go to sleep in your own bed.
Okay. So the Jersey Shore, tons of different towns. I would say, what's that town? Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Haddonfield.
Yeah. I mean, New York City, if you can do it, I could do it in a day, but it might be a lot.
I feel like if you're going to say I'm taking the train,
yeah, I drove in a couple weeks ago, and that was a mistake.
Yeah,
there was
how
all this
was
like
it?
UN conventions going
wow.
on, and just gridlock. I'm trying to think. So the Jersey Shore, the Delaware beaches, a little far, but doable.
Yeah.
What else?
I feel like in the winter you have snowboarding, like the Poconos.
Yeah, the Poconos are good. There's a lot. I mean,
What about DC? Is that too far? Like Washington?
It's to me, it's a longer trip than New York, but you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it.
Let's see the DC traffic.
I mean, I would want to stay a night, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your limit is like 3 hours, 2 hours. New
Like
York's what,
I
about
would
2
wake up
hours?
early and do New York for a full day, come back late at night, and I'd be fine with that.
You could do. How about Hoboken? You avoid
you
the
don't
New
have
York
to go
traffic.
yeah.
I feel like there's a lot that
I feel like if you get that far though, you might as well just cross the bridge.
Might as well just cross the bridge
Yeah.
or the tunnel, right? Cool. I feel like that's the cool thing about Philly too. It's because like it's more affordable than DC and New York. We have accessibility to the Jersey Shore, New York if your heart desires. Have you seen those TikToks of like people who here's my day in life and commuting to New York from Philly, and it's like this like the guy like bikes the Amtrak, takes it in, he like just chilling on his laptop on the train. It's like that's insanity.
So that was me actually.
Really?
I got out of law school and decided I need to get out of Philly, and for about like 2 months I was commuting from Philly every morning to New York City, and then like back every night, and I was like exhausted. It could
Wow.
be done, but it's not the long-term thing you want to do. I eventually moved into New York. Yeah.
So all right, you just mentioned you went to law school. So were you a realtor? Or I'm sorry, were you a lawyer?
I was so I went to law school. I wanted to be a prosecutor. I loved like those crime shows.
Yeah.
I worked at the United States Attorney's Office and the Philly District Attorney's Office like as an intern. And like the thing that amazed me was I wasn't actually a lawyer yet, but like the district attorney of Philly was like, go try that assault case, go try that like possession of drugs, things that like now they don't even worry about. Prostitution, and they just gave it to me, and I wasn't even a lawyer yet, and I'm like prosecuting like these people that end up going to like jail and stuff, and I'm like, how can I do it?
Yeah.
But they just the way they did it. I guess they were just so busy. But then I ended up in like moving to New York, and I did like real estate law,
Oh, wow.
foreclosures, bankruptcies, and hated it. It
So
was
how did you get into real estate then?
eventually after like doing that, and then I went into like another sales job, and I had family members that were in real estate, so
Mhm.
they like said you should try it,
Mhm.
and I just eventually I didn't want to do it. I eventually did, and that's how I got into it.
Wow. Smart guy.
I really do wish I would have started earlier, but yeah.
That's awesome. What type of clients do you serve primarily? And like investors, first-time home buyers, vacation home buyers, second home buyers.
So I would say everything,
Mhm.
all of the above. I don't really turn down anyone. I'd say I handle more like listings and
Mhm.
sellers, so it's more like people who already own the home.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I help renters moving to
Mhm.
Philadelphia, investors who are looking to buy. My most recent investor story is actually kind of interesting, but I got a call. Actually, I got a call a year and a half ago from an investor who lived in Canada and owned like a bunch of properties in Philadelphia. He picked them all up in like the sheriff's sale back
Mhm.
when like before COVID,
Mhm.
and like was renting them out. And he called me after saying he was giving me 10 listings and didn't a few weeks ago, and he was like, um, think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready to sell
Mhm.
them, but I want to meet you. I want to meet you in person. I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, when are you coming to Philly? And he's like, I don't ever plan on coming to Philly again. So he's like, what if I pay for your trip? You come up to Montreal and we'll go out to lunch and talk about it then. And at first I was like, this is
Yeah.
crazy. And then I'm like, what the hell? I might as well go. He's paying for the trip. And so I went up there, met him. He was normal, and he gave me 2 of the listings. He's going to give me some of the others. They're tenant occupied. So he's like waiting for each lease to end. But it like was a good time.
That's
And like,
awesome.
yeah, it was a good, so I'll work with anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say mainly sellers,
So mainly sellers, but
but you never know.
you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Reach out to Brett. Brett is an expert, top producer in Philly. So I really appreciate you making the time. I know
No,
this was
thank
last
you.
minute.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a work in progress. Happy we made it happen. So how can people find you on social media?
So I have an embarrassing Instagram name that I made up one night when I Googled what should you make your Instagram, and it said, tell them what you do and where you do it. And regular Philadelphia realtor, I think, was taken. So it's Top Philly Realtor. On Instagram, you can find me on TikTok, Brett Rosenthal, Realtor, I think it is. Yeah, that's probably the best way.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks, Brett.
No problem. Thank you. Thanks.